Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zhang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked where I climb the online VGC 20 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. We're jumping right into things. I am still using the Haxorus Glaceon team. I think this will be the last day that we use it, and I would really like to Dynamax Glaceon today because we've Dynamaxed everyone else on this team other than Whimsicott. So, maybe today will be the day. Either way, though, it's been a really fun time with this team. If you want to try it out, like I said, it's a rental team, and thank you to the creator Vishy once again for making it public. So, gonna get into the first game today, as we're going up against, one of those more standard Trick Roomy teams with the Butterfree and the Duraludon. So, there's no Whimsicott on my opponent's team. I'm inclined to just go lead Whimsicott and Duraludon, because what I can do with this lead is I can taunt Butterfree, and I can go for Dragon Tail into Dusclops to deny Trick Room. That doesn't seem bad. Because otherwise, if my opponent leads Butterfree Dusclops, I can't stop Trick Room. But Dragon Tail is our one really good answer around that. We haven't featured that yet either, and I think it's a solid move. Dracovish one-shots everything pretty much. Have to watch out for the Sun. Also have to, more importantly, watch out for the Gastrodon. And because Gastrodon's actually a pretty big threat, I might bring Glaceon here for the freeze dry potential, like we saw in the end of yesterday's episode. Haxorus is alright. Not the biggest fan. I really don't like Togekiss here when my opponent has the Rhyperior, but I think you would still argue to bring it in like a best of 3 potentially. So we're going to get into it. Since this is our last episode with the team question of the day, I'm curious what you guys liked about the team. Obviously, I thought Haxorus and Glaceon were really cool, but I think this team really highlighted how good Choice Band Dracovish can be on the right team. So that to me was one of the more impressive parts of it. But overall, it's been a ton of fun to use, and I think we're bound to lose today, so I'm expecting at least a loss, but we'll see how things go. And by the time this video goes up, I'm posting it a little bit earlier today on Friday because I'm doing a pretty long live stream on Twitch to celebrate 100,000 subscribers. So if you want to come tune into that right now, you can pause this video, come check it out at twitch.tv/CybertronVGC. Still be going on when I post this video for probably like 2 hours or so, but hopefully some of you guys can tune in and enjoy. This is really bad for us. It's Butterfree Charizard, so really good awareness in my opponent's end to not lead with the Dusclops. And like I mentioned, this is where like having the Togekiss actually could have been handy, because if we had Togekiss, we can just go taunt Butterfree, Dynamax, and go for Max Airstream. But I really needed to counter Trick Room, I think. I guess we don't need a taunt here turn 1, do we? Leaning towards just Dynamaxing and Max Wormwooding Charizard. If Charizard doesn't Dynamax, that's getting KO'd. I think he'll probably Dynamax, though. The other fear here is if Charizard just protects and Butterfree goes for Sleep Powder, but it looks like Charizard is going to Dynamax. Okay. So, unless it's Max Guarding here, as that looks like G-Max Guard. That's actually interesting. My voice just cracked there. Because that means you can't set up the Sun, which means we should be able to... we'll take less damage, but we're going to Dynamax here. So, yeah, let's get into it. Hopefully you guys can tune into the live stream. If not, no worries. It will be archived, and I'll be doing a lot more streams in the future. And as always, if you guys enjoy Road to Rank, please show support by leaving a like. I'd really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone that's been watching and been so supportive. I mean, it's obviously still so amazing we hit 100,000 subscribers, but... the comment section has just been, I don't know, so super supportive as always, and it just makes me really happy, so thank you guys. I really enjoyed being able to make these videos for you. Okay, I'm not sure G-Max Wildfire knocks us out, so let's see how much this does. That's really good damage. More importantly, it also means that Dracovish can now just come in and Rock Slide if Butterfree doesn't Tailwind here, but it might Tailwind. Let's see. Alright, there's the Wildfire. That might go to Whimsicott, actually. Oh, it does. Wow, interesting. Okay. Yeah, and I guess Butterfree probably clicks Sleep Powder here, doesn't it? Oh, that's smart. Oh no, Pollen Puffs. That's definitely a misplay, in my opinion, unless you're afraid of Whimsicott setting up Trick Room, because the Fire is always just going to knock out Whimsicott anyway. Like, that's one of the reasons why G-Max Dracovish is... not G-Max Dracovish. G-Max Charizard is so good. Like, if you just Wildfire there into Whimsicott and Sleep Powder, I think we'd be in a really bad spot. But now we're actually in a phenomenal position because we can just click Rock Slide and go for... I think Steel Spike for the defense boost is more valuable here. Yeah. And actually I messed up my turn as well, because one way around Butterfree setting up Sleep is just going for Max Lightning turn 1. So what we should have done instead of going for Max Wormwind was Max Lightning. So I actually misplayed there. And maybe it was good to have Max Lightning here just so we avoid a potential miss on Rock Slide. Because now it's like we have a 90% chance of denying Sleep going up. Because I don't know if we really need the defense boost. So yeah, I think I've actually misplayed slightly both turns as well by not going for Max Lightning. Because if we miss this Rock Slide and yeah, Butterfree gets a Sleep Powder off, we are in a bad spot. But we do connect. So I'm not sure I like taking the 90% chance there. I think it might be better just... I mean, I guess Butterfree there might also just be going for like Tailwind. So it's not like Max Lightning would really help too much there, but yeah. The main thing here is that we have the speed advantage with Tailwind being up. The problem is that Dracovish obviously is locked into Rock Slide, but Choice Band Rock Slide does a ton of damage to pretty much everything on my opponent's team. Bar Gastrodon and Rhyperior, but both Gastrodon and Rhyperior get heavily damaged by Dynamax Duraludon. So, yeah. I think, I don't know, the Pollen Puff turn one was definitely interesting because you're going for Wildfire there anyway, and Whimsicott's not surviving the turn, and the only reason that makes a ton of sense to me is, I mean, you might be anticipating a switch, you might be, I mean, I don't think you have to worry about Trick Room, to be honest, but here we can just click Rock Slide and Max Steel into Rhyperior, and even if Rhyperior protects, that's fine, it's still going to take, like, 30%. My opponent just cancels. Okay. This team keeps winning, and I don't think I'm playing, like, exceptionally well, but I feel like, if anything, I'm more capitalizing off some small misplays from my opponent's end. I mean, this team is really good as well. Like, full credits to the team, but I feel like we've had a bunch of games now where I didn't feel super comfortable about it, but yeah, like, one play is all it takes for, like, a hyper-offensive team like this to just kind of keep steamrolling, basically, right, and dominate the game. Alright, so we continue to win. I really want to Dynamax Glaceon. I really want to today, guys. I really want to. So maybe this is the game. Please. I don't think this is the game. It actually could be alright. I mean, it does destroy Mudsdale and Dragapult. So this team is interesting. It's kind of like a mix of a lot of the common things we've seen in them. Like, things that have gotten more popular in the metagame recently are like Vanillix and Sableye. Jellicent's obviously had a huge surge in popularity, especially after Aaron Trailer's win. Mudsdale here is interesting. There is a potential beat up from that Dragapult, but yeah. And then the question here is like, who is Focus Sash? Is it Chandelure or is it Vanillix? Guessing where the Sash is always interesting. I don't really like leading Whimsicott, but perhaps I was going to say we can continue our trend of Dynamaxing new Pokemon with this team, because one thing we could do is actually Dynamax Whimsicott and go for Max Fairy into Sableye, which also sets up the terrain so that we can't get burnt. That seems crazy, but like low-key I want to do it. Nah, that's pretty bonkers, I think. I like Togekiss here. We actually don't have great ice resist now, do we? You know what? I'm actually going to go Togekiss Glaceon because I could totally see my opponent leading Vanillix, and Glaceon this could be a game where we Dynamax. I'm going to go Whimsicott in the back and Dracovish in the fourth. I think Duraludon's also really good here, but if I'm not Dynamaxing it, I feel less comfortable. But perhaps this was a game we could have Dynamaxed it. Yeah, my opponent is a neat team, though. It's like a lot of things that I think are just pretty big threats. Vanillix hits really hard with Blizzard across the board, so that's always a pretty major threat. Sableye is just tough to go up against. It's gonna be Vanillix Dragapult. Guys, this might be it. I think we might finally be able to Dynamax Glaceon. You know, one really cool thing we could do, too, is actually go for Max Strike to decrease our opponent's speed, but that actually won't really help out. Again, it would be good if my opponent had anything but Dragapult here. That's not the case. You can also just Dynamax Togekiss, though, man. Like, we have a ton of different plays to make here. We could attack with Togekiss, we could Dynamax and Max Flare to get rid of Hail. I'm leaning towards Max Airstreaming so we get the speed boost, but Togekiss might just get doubled up here to get knocked out anyway. I actually don't remember how fast Vanillix is relative to Togekiss. Ah, that's bad. No, this isn't the play I want to make, I don't think. I wanted a Dynamax Glaceon, but guys, I got too nervous. The thing with Dynamaxing Glaceon is that, yeah, Dragapult probably doesn't Dynamax here, so if it doesn't, then Ice Beam should just one-shot that. It might go for Phantom Force, but I'd be fine, because if you go for an Ice-type attack, you're not knocking out Togekiss, and more importantly, you activate Weakness Policy. But I wanted a Dynamax Glaceon so badly. It actually goes for Fly. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. This actually might really work out well for my opponent. Let's see. Yeah, actually, I mean, I guess it's good I didn't Dynamax Glaceon, because if I did. Okay, it's just Blizzard. That's going to activate Weakness Policy. We don't take that much damage. No freeze? Had to jinx it. That's really bad then. It's not terrible if we thaw out. We'll have 2 turns, basically. If I lose like that this way, I can't even feel that bad. I'm gonna just Max Flare. And Ice Beam Dragapult, no. Oh, sorry. That was a misplay. We're gonna be faster than Dragapult. So I should always target Vanillux there. That was bad. No, but we thought. Okay, nice. So that feels like justice. Okay. I mean, Fly's not knocking out either, unless it's Choice Band Fly. That might KO Glaceon. No, Glaceon's defense is really good. I think we're fine. It was a misplay there to not have doubled up, though. That's actually really cool. That's my first time seeing that animation. The misplay was to not double up into Vanillux, though, because we know we're faster after the max airstream, so even if we don't thaw out, we'll at least knock out Vanillux and not take extra blizzard damage. So that was actually quite a bad mistake on my end, but we got lucky because we thawed out. Sableye is coming up, but that's fine. I mean, we have max Starfall, right? So, like, I'm going to actually prioritize knocking out Sableye here. I'm just going to Ice Beam Dragapult on max Starfall. If you fake out Glaceon, Sableye gets KO'd. And if Sableye gets KO'd, then that means I don't have to worry about any Quashes in the future, or Will-O-Wisps. Yeah, Glaceon was actually a great Pokemon to lead with, I'm glad. It was perfect, specifically in front of Dragapult Vanillux, which I thought Vanillux would come out as a lead, but I didn't really know what was going to be next to it. But, like, Vanillux doesn't do that much damage to Glaceon, and it sets the Hail up for us as well, which we can actually take advantage of, although at this point I've already gotten rid of it. Okay, so it looks like Dragapult is going to Dynamax. I mean, what do you go for here? Do you Quash the Togekiss? We know it's physical Dragapult as well. We've got Whimsicott in the back, so we can set up Tailwind, which then means we could just go for Choice Band. I think this Dracovish has Crunch, so we could just Choice Band Crunch the Dragapult. Alright, he's going to Quash Togekiss, but I'm not sure you knock out Togekiss here. And we're also getting a Ice Beam off against this Dragapult. Does not knock out, though. Oh... That's cool. Does this even Chaos though? No. Yeah, Max Airstream is just really weak on Dragapult. I mean, this is why Togekiss is just such a good Pokemon, right? Like, we don't have any bulk on this spread from Vishy's team. Vishy's team has no bulk on this Togekiss, and it's still surviving a +2 Max Airstream at 60% with a fair amount of HP left. Which is just a testament to how good it is. And that's why Weakness Policy is, you know, still such a big item. And I really like the decision to go for it, too, because I think so many people expect Scope Lens now, so you know, they'll just freely go for a super effective attack into Togekiss when they go up against it. But in this case, we're able to get the Weakness Policy off and just capitalize off it. And Glaceon actually put in an immense amount of work for us in this game. I cannot credit it enough here. Oh, the one thing here is that we only got 1 speed boost, and Dragapult now is actually equally as fast. What I'm worried about is Dragapult max guarding, and then you... but then I'll have... it's actually kind of still scary. Like, I want a Dazzling Gleam and Ice Beam here. No, that's a mistake, actually, because Dragapult can go max Airstream here. Oh, no, Jellicent won't outspeed us anyway, though, because we have the speed boost, so that's fine. The only way this doesn't work is if Dragapult max guards and then Jellicent Water Spouts, which I think is honestly a likely play. So what I could have done was protected with one of these two Pokemon, but I also didn't mind if you knock both Pokemon out, because then I get a double switch out to Whimsicott Dracovish. And then I can just go for Tailwind Crunch. But yeah, just going to max Airstream. That's fine. Because Dazzling Gleam will knock out your Dragapult. Jellicent gets the speed boost, but you can't even... Yeah, Togekiss still outspeeds here because we're max speed. And Dazzling Gleam should knock out Dragapult here. Yep, beautiful. So the only play that I was scared of was Protect Water Spout, which I think is not like a super unlikely play either. Yeah. Oh. Trick Room, that's interesting. I mean, that's fine. It's leftovers too. So you can super easily just bring out Dracovish. You can't burn us. We've got Choice Band Crunch. So I think it's super free to just click Crunch. You're not Cobra Berry, so even if you go for Strength Sap, which is probably not the best option because Togekiss normally has Follow Me. Yeah, I don't think there's any way for Jellicent to beat Dracovish unless I guess you crit the Shadow Ball and your max special attack, but even if you do that, single target Dazzling Gleam might just do enough to knock out Jellicent, and even if that doesn't, we still have Whimsicott with the Focus Sash in the back. So I think we should be good here. Yeah. Let's see. It's just going for Shadow Ball, yeah. And it's going to target Togekiss, so yeah. The one play, like I said, that I was scared of was the max guard on Dragapult. But I was close to protecting Togekiss too, so then I would just get one free switch in. And even if Dragapult max guards there and Jellicent double KOs, you get Whimsicott Dracovish in. And then we can just click Tailwind and Crunch. Like, you can't even burn the Dracovish because Misty Terrain is set up. Not that most Jellicents carry Will-O-Wisp in this metagame, but, you know, in case it does. And then with Whimsicott and Dracovish, I can just taunt the Jellicent after I knock out the Dragapult. Oh, although I guess... Oh, no. I was going to say, yeah, if you max guard with the Dracovish, with the Dragapult, then you can't outspeed the Dracovish because you won't have any speed boost. If you're at +1 speed, then you will outspeed Dracovish, I think. Even if Dracovish is at +2 speed. I could be wrong on that, though. That might be wrong, actually. I'm not sure about that. We're actually up against the number 14 person. Okay. If there's any time to lose, I think it might finally be it. I want to Dynamax Glaceon. I'm expecting to see one of those comments in the comments below where it's like, no one, absolutely nobody, and then Aaron Cybertron saying, I want to Dynamax Glaceon. Because that's all I've been saying for the last 4 episodes now with this team. This is a scary team, though. It's really bulky. You've got potential dual screens. You've got the Swagger onto Mudsdale. Snarkanine, as I like to call it. Fake out potential from the Grimmsnarl as well. Objectively, I think Togekiss is still the best lead here, and it's probably the best Pokemon to Dynamax, especially with weakness policy, so might just have to go for it. Yeah, I don't know. Max Glaceon's just not great against Arcanine or Lapras at all. I think normal Glaceon provides more utility for us here. You know, Fish isn't bad here. I think I'm going to go Togekiss Dracovish. I'm actually really worried about that Lapras. I don't think we have much good offense against that. Thinking Whimsicott Duraludon in the back. Are we really not going to bring Haxorus or Glaceon at our last time with this team? That seems kind of sad. I actually think Haxorus would have been really good. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna... Okay, I think we got it. It's our last time with this team. I don't want to bring Duraludon. I'm gonna bring Haxorus. Yeah, I mean, Haxorus is good here because it basically bypasses the Intimidate with the White Herb. And we can also Dynamax to hit so many things for super effective damage. Grimmsnarl and Arcanine. Okay, so that's super passive. Problem here is that without crit... but, yeah, I mean... the Fish is actually in a great spot. Like, Fish's Ren will just demolish Arcanine, but the problem here is that we're going to be attacking after our opponent. That's fine, I think. I don't think you ever Will-O-Wisp here. I mean, you might fake out the Dracovish. You could fake out Dracovish, I guess, and Will-O-Wisp it. I think my opponent probably snarls. I'm gonna Dynamax, Max Airstream to get a speed boost here, and then Vicious Ren, the Arcanine. Grimmsnarl might have Fake Out. If you set up a screen, I don't really mind that. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think Glaceon is a great candidate to Dynamax with this team. There's normally just like Togekiss and Duraludon are two of the best Pokemon to Dynamax in this format. We've even Dynamaxed the, the Dracovish. But Glaceon's super situational because it's only using Ice type attacks pretty much. You can use Max Strike as well, which is kind of neat, but yeah. Alright, there's Fake Out into Fish. Okay. So burning it. Wow, we actually dodged that, which is quite fortunate. I don't think we necessarily needed that, but obviously that was pretty lucky. So, apologies to my opponent there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad about that. That's kind of lame. I don't want to win like that. I'm gonna max Starfall to set up the terrain, just to guarantee that you can't burn me in subsequent turns. Actually, I could see Arcanine switching out into Lapras, so I actually want to max Airstream that, and Vicious Ren the Grimmsnarl. That was a super lame miss, though. I feel bad about that, but that's the game. Lapras switching. Is it? Yep. Might be a Thunder Wave now instead. Nope, just Light Screen. Okay. I don't think Vicious Ren even knocks out Grimmsnarl here. And maybe I'm underestimating the fish. This is still banded, but it is intimidated at -1, so I don't know for sure. Still decent damage from Max Airstream too. More importantly, if Lapras goes for a Ice type attack, you're gonna activate the weakness policy on the Togekiss. Can Choice Band Vicious Ren at -1 knock? I feel like this should KO, right? Okay. I need to stop sleeping on the fish, honestly. Okay, let's see what comes out. I don't think you bring Arcanine out again. Oh, you actually do? Interesting. Huh. Now, it might be worthwhile to actually switch Dracovish out. The thing is that we are actually at +2 speed. My opponent set up Light Screen, so that's not that much of a concern. The issue is, how do we beat Arcanine? Oh, we've got Haxorus too, which can just click Earthquake. I mean, I kind of want to just max Airstream. I think Banded Vicious Ren still knocks out Arcanine here, so it means Arcanine would have to Max Guard or Dynamax here to survive this. I guess. Oh, what? Wait, my opponent didn't Max Guard, Protect, Dynamax, or it didn't even Dynamax the Lapras, which I think is probably the most shocking thing out of this. I think Banded Vicious Ren still KOs here, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. I think it should. Yeah. My opponent might have been in. Well, you shouldn't anticipate Choice Scarf because you've seen when I'm faster with Togekiss. Ha! Life Dew, interesting. I guess that stalls out my Dynamax, and now you can Dynamax your own Lapras, and maybe it's weakness policy. My opponent's gonna activate their own weakness policy. So what's the last one? It's Mudsdale. Or maybe you Dynamax the Mudsdale. That would make some sense too, I guess. I kind of want to switch out the fish now, though, to reset the Intimidates. Like, could pretty easily click Dazzling Gleam and switch out. I think Dracovish should be faster than these Pokemon anyway. Yeah, I'm just going to switch out into Whimsicott here. I don't need Tailwind at this point, I think, and to deny Tailwind, you have to double up onto that slot, too. Man, this team is so strong. Like, I knew it was a really good team right when I started using it, but I think it's just got some really, some small nuances that make it really, really cool. And it's probably the best team I've seen Choice Band Dracovish on thus far. Like, Dracovish is a strong Pokemon. It is pretty hard to use, especially, so many people opt for Choice Scarf, but, man, Choice Band just hits so hard, and it's cool because, I mean, you have both means of speed control, right? With, Max Airstream from Togekiss and Tailwind from Whimsicott, so, yeah. Okay. Yep, so Mudsdale Dynamaxes, that's not surprising. I think we win just by swapping out and back in, and we just click Vicious Ren for the late. Oh, it's Stamina, though. I maybe should have avoided that. Because I think you go for a Max Steel Spike here to get the defense boost. So we might get swept by the horse, which would be fitting because we lost the horse so much earlier on in this year. But it's just Max Rockfall, which I think should just end this game for us. Is that even... Nope, okay. It does have a defense boost. We need to target around the horse now. I misplayed by Dazzling Gleaming. That was actually a really bad play. I discounted stamina there. I just thought it was going to be own tempo because of the Grim Snarl. So that's kind of a cool bait. I'm going to air slash Lapras and taunt it. So you can't life dew anymore. Yeah. Maybe what we want to do is stall out Dynamax, because that's probably Assault Vest Mudsdale, so as soon as we stall out the Dynamax, we can just knock out... I don't know if Banded Fish's Ren KO's at +1 defense right now. Maybe I actually threw by switching in the... Oh, that's going to activate our weakness policy, actually. Nice. Okay, this works, yeah. If you knock out the Togekiss, we just get Dracovish in, and we can go for... Oh, the Steel Spike probably KOs this, actually, never mind. I might have misplayed this, because now the horse is at +2 defense. And there is the threat of Freeze Dry. Yeah, that Life Dew was really sick. I think it might have been better to have brought out the Haxorus. Actually, I think this is still alright, because what we can do now is bring out Haxorus. And because we know neither Pokemon here can protect, we can very easily target Lapras down with Close Combat. Does Helping Hand Close Combat knock? I honestly don't know if Helping Hand Close Combat is more to Lapras or Moonblast Close Combat. I'm thinking Helping Hand though. I'm gonna Helping Hand Close Combat. If we knock out Lapras, then Mudsdale probably goes for Steel Spike on a Whimsicott, but then it's a 2-on-1. But I guess we keep giving it defense boosts. I need this Close Combat to knock out. Okay, good. Nice. So Lapras is gone. We get the White Herb, and you probably go for a third max Steel Spike into Whimsicott. I'm actually targeting Haxorus, okay. That makes sense too. Denies me the free switch in. Okay, so this is +3 defense now on the Haxorus. Or sorry, onto the Mudsdale. I don't think it can beat Dracovish here still, but I have to be careful. We don't want to switch Dracovish in and get crit, because that will knock us out. The problem here is that we also don't want to give that a defense boost. So, in order to deny the defense boost, I honestly might go for a Dragon Claw into this own slot. Taunt just to make sure that Mudsdale can't go for anything. Because all we need to do is get a Fish's Rend off against this, and I think we win. But I don't want to give it another defense boost. Even at +2 it's at +3. But I think +3 might still KO. I'm hoping the high horsepower is in a Haxorus here. Beautiful. Yeah. Because now we can just bring in Dracovish and go for Helping Hand Fish's Rend. Okay. Yeah. That should KO. If it doesn't, then... I don't know my Choice Band Dracovish calcs at all, as you can see in my time playing with this team. Alright, let's go for it. Okay. Is this enough to knock out? I'm actually kind of scared. If not, then we'll need a Moonblast to finish this off. There's no Reflect up. Yeah, Choice Band Dracovish, guys, is just a monster. Like... Especially with Helping Hand support there. Man. I want to play another episode with this team, guys. We played another 3 games today. Like, we've... Literally, since hitting Master Ball tier, we haven't lost with this. Like... I mean, this is crazy, honestly. I did not expect to have so much success with it. And I feel bad, because, like, I played a couple of games off-screen, and I definitely lost those, so it's not like this team is unbeatable by any means. And I definitely learned a lot from those losses, but I wasn't expecting to just have so much momentum, honestly. So... yeah, I was planning on switching to another team tomorrow, but if you want to see me play, like, one more episode with this, like, I'll kind of, like, low-key want to keep playing until we lose with it, which I think is bound to happen, honestly, but I don't know. I feel like I've been playing pretty well with this, and we've gotten some pretty good matchups, so we definitely take those, but yeah, let me know in the comments below if you want to see one more episode with this team, or whether you are sick and tired of seeing me play with this team, because it has already been 4 episodes. Curious on your input, so yeah. But we managed to beat the number 13th ranked person, so that might put us in the top 200, just under it, okay. So, we're going to continue the climb, but yeah, let me know if you want to see me continue to use this team, or whether you'd prefer me to switch to a brand new team. And by the end of this video, if you are watching it right when it came out, I might still be streaming. If not, you can catch the VOD, and like I said, we'll do more streams in the future. So don't feel bad for missing out, because I'm finally planning on getting back into it. So give me a follow if you don't at twitch.tv/CybertronVGC. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. As always, if you enjoyed, leave a like, and I'll see you guys soon. Let me know once again if you want to see more episodes with this team. All right, peace.